season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Florida Gators offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
To the air, it's Newton. It's complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. To the air on 1st down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They go to the ground. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
The Gators will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. So the Stanford Cardinal offense comes out, and they'll have it for the first time today. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Right, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup, and, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Caught in the backfield. It's Contreras. Oh, what a cut! And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity like a gator in the swamp. He went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Scanning the field, it's Newton. Finds his back in the middle.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Trying play action. Looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. And the Gators come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the second time. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He did not make it, a stone wall on third down. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Takes it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Gators want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Off the play fake on first down. Gets it out quickly. So now it's second and long. Looking for a man. It's Waddle. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Punt is in the air. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Gonna let it fly. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. He unleashes a long one. He caught it. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. He's looking to throw. Under fire. Stands in and takes the hit. He's got it inside the 15. He gets it in. Touchdown, Florida.
Man, quarterbacks have to do a great job in the pocket, letting routes develop, taking their time. He does. Throws the ball down the field. Receiver catches it and then does the rest. Takes it in to the end zone for 6.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by 7 over Rice. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down.
There he goes. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Hand off from the shotgun. Slips one guy, now he's loose. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a first and 10. Dropping back, it's Waddle. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
The the offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man quickly. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going downfield for the big play. Got it in stride inside the 20. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They'll leave it with the lone back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Keep it on the ground. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've really got this offense humming. Just the fourth play of the drive, and it's first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gator!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. You've got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to come into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. Dropping back, it's Waddle. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Pocket breaking down. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Wants to go up top on first down. can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Pressure coming. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Man, you know, you always look back in games at single plays that turn the tide. And with this defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
Makes the grab on the left. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looking for space. It's Savage. Got the first down and more. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to our men in the swamp.
The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on fourth.
He's got it near midfield. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking for a huge play. Trying to find the end zone. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. And the Gators trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Singleton. He's moving out of the pocket. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They want to throw it. Bringing the heat. Moving out to the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida. And the stomping has commenced. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking downfield, it's Waddle. Finds his man, it's White.
Third down is money down. You've got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now up.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Under fire. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Finds a little space. Turning it on. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him. So he puts his foot in the ground. He gets upfield. And he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. The give to the lone running back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. The big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through. It's really helping out this offense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to throw, it's Waddle. Got him downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford! How about this? A 2-point conversion coming.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll ride the hot hand, and he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
A strike downfield. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Singleton. Works the middle. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Preston. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
On target. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance. And the Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw again. Fires to the middle. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Looking downfield on 1st down. Lofts one high and deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Waddle. Oh, they're after him. Going to try to get it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Great place to start for this offense. Pulls and throws out the RPO. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Touchdown Gator! And the route is on. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Zings it complete to the right. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. The Cardinal come to the line facing third and short. To the air, it's Waddle. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. They're going to ride this running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. On fourth down, going to the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense.
A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here.
Going for the big play. And the deep shot was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's get the call.
Hold.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on second down. Making side adjustments here. Off play action. That's reeled in. It's Montgomery. Snowed under by the defense.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
He gets a hand on it.
I mean, if you're on defense, finally something good happens. It just hasn't been a great day. You've been giving up a ton of yards. You've given up some points. At least you get this field goal block. And listen, for coaching staffs, you got to find silver linings in games like this to get your team back on the field next time playing their best.
He's got him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Dropping back, it's Waddle. It's complete. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Gets it to him on the screen. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And here comes the punt team. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. He lets one fly deep. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline.